They have been heard. They have been heard. This word came into my spirit this afternoon. The voices of the babes have been heard. Oh God, through the Holy Spirit, I could hear some crying. I can hear some crying, some soft cries. And that word came into my spirit. The voices of the babes have been heard. Thy people, as chosen ones in this generation, as being the chosen generation, for those of us that have been crying and wailing, seeking God, it still has not been enough. God says through the Holy Spirit, their voices have been heard. The voices of the babes have been heard in silence. And this vision came to me like it was steam coming up out of the ground, steam coming up like fog rising up to the sky. And through the Holy Spirit, I heard again, the voices of the babes has been heard. Not that our prayers have not been heard, but God says through the Holy Spirit, they haven't been enough. The voices of the babes have been heard because they've cried too long. They have been wailing too long. Too much has happened through the Holy Spirit. They've been silenced. They've been overlooked. Oh God, their voices have not been heard. Their reaching out has not been heard. Their hearts have not been felt. Their needs, oh God, hasn't been fully met. And he says through the Holy Spirit, the voices of the babes have been heard in the midnight hour. While we are asleep, oh God, he says through the Holy Spirit, the voices of the babes have been heard. They're on his clock. They're on his time. They've learned of our Father. They know when the land is silent to reach out. God says through the Holy Spirit, the voices of the babes have been heard. I don't know what this word means, but hearken to this word. God is coming to the rescue of the babes, oh God, of the children, oh God. He says through the Holy Spirit, it's going to be a right now rescue. There's going to be some broken things. There's going to be some shaking and some shifting. He said these are all roots that are deeply in the ground. He says these are all roots. He says that are deep. He says that runs deep. He says, and what the chosen ones has been doing, we've been praying, oh God, on top of this stuff, on top of the land. He said, but you haven't been going deep. He said in the spirit. Oh God, so I want to encourage you, hearken to this word. This is a message for me too. I'm taking to my heart. God says through the Spirit to go into your prayer closet and spend some time with him. Listen for his voice. Seek him for understanding for this word. Keep praying. He's not saying to stop praying, but he wants you to know your prayers are not in vain, but the voices of the babes have been heard. And he says he's coming to their rescue. I don't know what this word means, but I tell you, it hit my spirit so hard, oh God, and heavy. He says our prayers has not been enough. They haven't been in vain, oh God, but between our praying time, between our prayer times, oh God, he says the babes have been crying out in the midnight hour. And again, I saw this vision of some steam coming up out of the ground, like it was going up in the